Hello guys, welcome back to Current Affairs Adda, and this is the explanation video for the current affairs dated from 9th, 10th and 11th of July. You can avail the PDF notes of all these from the link given below in the description box. So let's begin. The first and the historic news for the day is Rewa solar project of 750 megawatt that has been set up in Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. It is a joint venture project between the private player, which is Pradhan Mantri Urja Vikas Nigam Limited, and a public sector undertaking, which is Solar Energy Corporation of India. It is a joint venture project, PPP, public-private participation. This project aims to reduce the carbon emission of approximately 15 lakh ton carbon dioxide per year. In this way, India will also comply to her INDC targets that she had given for Paris Agreement 2015. Comment down below what are the other targets of India. And it is the first solar project in the country to break the grid parity barrier. What is grid parity? It is a concept that you must understand. Grid parity means that the alternative source of energy such as solar, wind, etc. would also generate electricity, or the electricity generated from the alternative source of energy would also cost equal to or less than the traditional source of energy, that is electricity that we buy from the grid. This is grid parity, and this Rewa solar setup aims to break the grid parity barrier, and therefore the cost of energy generated from the traditional sources would be equivalent to the cost of energy generated from alternative source of energy such as sun, wind, etc. Okay, and it has received the award, World Bank Group's President Award for Innovation and Excellence. PM, while inaugurating, had called this one very important quote that you can quote it while writing your answers. The idea behind is one world, one solar, one grid, to fulfill the energy needs of many smaller nations on the planet. This is a very important idea, and especially when India is the torchbearer of International Solar Alliance. And what is International Solar Alliance? I have given the details in the next slide. It is a joint initiative between India and France that had been taken COP21, UNFCCC, Paris. This is important, okay? So who can participate? Only those countries can participate which lies between, fully or partially, between Tropic of Cancer. Please comment down below the latitudinal extent of Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, and are the members of United Nations. Okay. The next important news is Samudra Setu. Operation Samudra Setu has been culminated, is over finally, which started on 5th of May. What was the objective of the operation? The objective of the operation was to repatriate Indian citizens from overseas during COVID-19 pandemic, especially from Maldives, Sri Lanka and even Dubai. And which were the 4 ships that were in Jalisa, Airavat, Shardul, Magar. These were the 4 ships that participated, and it lasted for over 55 days. The operation was undertaken by Indian Navy in close coordination by, look at the ministries, Ministry of External Affairs, Home Affairs, Health and various other agencies of government and state government. Indian Navy had, this is not the first time that such operations have been conducted by the Indian Navy. Before this also, the operations have been undertaken by such as Operation Sukoon in 2006, Operation Rahat in 2015, in which people were evacuated from Yemen. I have given this, that is Jalsava and Magar had brought people back from Maldives, Shardul had repatriated people from Dubai. Okay. Next is eradication of measles and rubella from Sri Lanka and Maldives. And what is important over here is that these two became the first 2 countries of Southeast Asia region to eradicate the disease ahead of the target of 2023. When is the disease said to be eradicated? Again, an important point which you can be asked in prelims exam for this. A disease is said to be eradicated when there is no evidence of transmission of the virus over 3 years. अगर 3 साल तक लगातार वायरस की ट्रांसमिशन नहीं पाई जाती है तब हम कहते हैं कि डिजीज इरेडिकेट हो चुकी है. In September 2019, member countries of WHO Southeast Asian set up 2030. 2019 में ही टारगेट सेट किया गया था 2023 का, एंड इन 2 देशों ने 2020 में ही इरेडिकेट कर दिया है. इनसे पहले भूटान, नॉर्थ कोरिया, तिमोर लित्सी आर द अदर कंट्रीज इन द रीजन दैट हैव एलिमिनेटेड measles, but rubella and measles both point to be noted, and both Maldives and Sri Lanka. These are the Southeast Asian countries. And which is the Southeast Asian cooperation? It is ASEAN. Please write down the members of the ASEAN. Comment down who are the members of the ASEAN. Is India a member of ASEAN? And if yes, why? If no, why? Comment down below. Next is F1 visa. Again, an important news, especially from IR point of view. It is that India has expressed the concerns over possibility that F1 student visa attending online classes in US may lead to the return of large number of Indian students studying there. As we have seen that I have explained you this news in my previous lectures also, that visa extensions have been cancelled till the end of this year, and the students who are taking online programs have been asked to go back to their respective country from US. So as a result, there is a concern over India that F1 visa students will be returning in large number to their own country. So what is the takeaway from this? That F visas are the non-migrant. F visas किन्हें दिया जाता है? जो non-immigrant student है, that allow foreigners to pursue education in United States. यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में एजुकेशन परस्यू करने के लिए जो स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं उन्हें F1 वीज़ा दिया जाता है. एक बात इस यहाँ पे पॉइंट आउट करना है कि F1 वीज़ा सिर्फ एकेडमिक्स के लिए है, और अगर आप वोकेशनल कोर्स करने जाते हो तो आपको वहाँ M1 वीज़ा मिलता है. डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज बिटवीन द टू एंड प्लीज मार्क द डिफरेंस. और अदर 3 टाइप ऑफ F वीज़ा है. F1 वीज़ा फुल टाइम स्टूडेंट्स के लिए है, ऑनलाइन एज वेल एज ऑफलाइन कोर्सेज दोनों के लिए. F2 वीज़ा है स्पाउसेज एंड चिल्ड्रन ऑफ F1 वीज़ा होल्डर्स. दीज आर कॉल्ड डिपेंडेंट, यानी रिश्तेदार. स्पाउसेज रिश्तेदार भी नहीं, स्पाउसेज यानी दंपत्ति और बच्चों के लिए जो F1 वीज़ा होल्डर के बच्चे या F1 वीज़ा होल्डर के स्पाउसेज के लिए ये है F2 वीज़ा. एंड F3 वीज़ा आर फॉर ब्रॉडर कम्यूटर्स हु रिसाइड. ये सिर्फ F3 वीज़ा जो है वो सिर्फ 2 ही नेशन को मिल सकता है, मैक्सिको एंड कनाडा के रेसिडेंट्स को, जो अपने देश में रहकर भी वहाँ पे कोर्स कर सके. हु रिसाइड्स इन द कंट्री ऑफ ओरिजिन वाइल अटेंडिंग स्कूल इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स. Please don't get confused, and there are other set of visas issued by US. I have put them in the next slide. You can see L visa, H1B, H1B1, H2A, H2, H3, O, P1, P2, P3, Q1, and add one more M1. M1 visa is granted to those students who go over there for vocational courses. All these are important visas. Learn them. Next is Bhashan Char Island. Again, a very interesting news, especially from IR point of view. Bangladesh had said that it will settle the Rohingyas to Bhashan Char Islands, but now, amidst Corona pandemic, it has announced that it will not move them. What is Bhashan Char Island? It is formed by Himalayan silt. Important. Where it is formed? Bay of Bengal. And it is a uninhabited island where government of Bangladesh had shelter houses for 1 lakh Rohingya refugees. These refugees are coming from Myanmar, Rakhine province of Myanmar. There are many Rohingyas that have entered India as well. However, environmentalists say that Bhashan Char falls in ecological fragile area prone to flood, erosion, cyclones, and it is not viable enough to translocate around 1 lakh people to that. ये बहुत ही फ्रेजाइल एरिया है. इकोलॉजिस्ट का ऐसा कहना है। लेकिन अभी फ़िलहाल कोविड के कारण इस पे रोक लगा दी गई है स्थायी रूप से। You can get housing the refugees. This has been, you can figure it out, the map, where the island is and what are the issues with the island. And the island is the estuary of the Meghna river. Keep in mind. ASEEM, again, a very interesting one. It's a portal that is Atmanirbhar Skilled Employee-Employer Mapping. The employee as well as employer would come and register themselves on this portal. दोनों एम्प्लॉय और एम्प्लॉयर दोनों आकर खुद को अपने इस पोर्टल पे रजिस्टर करेंगे। क्यों? और मैप होगा कि कहाँ पर है। दे विल बी टेकिंग इनपुट्स, आपसे इनपुट्स लिया जाएगा कि आप कहाँ रहते हो, क्या स्किल्ड है, ये सारी चीज़। क्योंकि डिमांड और सप्लाई में मिसमैच हो गया है। एम्प्लॉय को एम्प्लॉयर नहीं मिल रहा है अपने पसंद के, अपने नेचर ऑफ वर्क के, और एम्प्लॉयर को एम्प्लॉय नहीं मिल रहा है अपने नेचर ऑफ वर्क के। तो एज अ रिजल्ट, टू अवॉइड दिस, ये प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया गया है टू असेस द अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ स्किल्ड वर्कफोर्स एंड फॉर्मुलेट हायरिंग प्लान. Artificial intelligence based platform will also provide real time granular information by identifying relevant skill required. Okay, so it is, you can this is part of Atmanirbhar Bharat again. So this is becomes important especially from your essay writing point of view, and when you are dealing with migrant laborers, and then this comes again an important point. Okay, agriculture investment fund, an important point, especially when all the sectors are dipping, all the core sectors, 8 core sectors are dipping continuously. It is only the fertilizers that have gained or are increasing, that is agriculture. This is the Union Cabinet has given the approval for a new plan, centrally sponsored scheme. Centrally sponsored, point to be noted. ये केंद्र सरकार से ही स्पॉन्सर की जाएगी. Agriculture Infrastructure Fund. What will happen in this scheme? That this scheme will provide long-term debt finance facility for post-harvest. पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट होने के बाद जब फसल कट जाएगी, उसके बाद के लिए मैनेजमेंट के लिए आपको इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर चाहिए, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, स्टोरेज, फार्मिंग एसेट्स, इसके लिए लोन दी जाएगी मीडियम और लॉन्ग टर्म, और इंटरेस्ट सबवेंशन भी होगी एंड फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट भी होगा. ये स्कीम का मूल रकम कितना है? 1 लाख करोड़ है. ये 10 साल का स्कीम है, 2020 से 2029 तक चलेगा. और these will be provided by banks और financial instruments. किसको दिया जाएगा? एग्रीकल्चरल सोसाइटीज़ को, मार्केटिंग कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज़ को, FPO को, फार्मर्स प्रोडक्शन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप को, फार्मर जॉइंट लायबिलिटीज़ को ये दी जाएगी ये लोन. एंड ये मैनेज कौन करेगा? ये इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है. It may give you or it will give you an MCQ. Agriculture infra fund will be managed and monitored through an online management information system, MIS, management information system. They will give you options like NABARD, they will give you options like AgriBank, etc. MIS, and you will have to mark the correct answer, management information system. Another part of Atmanirbhar, I have given the details in the next slide. You can just go through the details and you will get a catch hold of it. Next is ARHC. It is again a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat. It is affordable rental housing complex for urban poor and migrants. It is through concessional agreement, 25 years के agreement sign हुआ है for 25 years के लिए, कि जो special incentives भी है इसमें, and concessional loan मिलेगा priority lending sectors को, जिसमें जो urban migrants है, आपके जो laborers आए हैं अभी, उन सभी को, students को, ये सभी को हाउसिंग फैसिलिटी मिलेगा थ्रू लोन. ये किसके अंडर में आ रहा है? ये इम्पोर्टेंट है. ये सब स्कीम है प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना अर्बन का. प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना का 2 है, अर्बन एज वेल एज रूरल. सो इट इज़ द पार्ट ऑफ PMAI-AYU. A large part of workforce in manufacturing industries, service providers in hospitality will be beneficiary. And expenditure कितना आ रहा है? 6,000 करोड़ का. और इसे मैनेज कौन करेगा? टेक्नोलॉजी इनोवेशन ग्रांट के थ्रू ये एक्सपेंडिचर आ रहा है 6,000 करोड़ का, टेक्नोलॉजी इनोवेशन ग्रांट. नेक्स्ट इज MSME इमरजेंसी रिस्पांस प्रोग्राम, क्योंकि MSME में लिक्विडिटी घटी हुई है, लिक्विडिटी इंजेक्शन चाहिए, जिसके कारण वर्ल्ड बैंक ने गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से साइन किया है $750 मिलियन का लोन, जिससे 1.5 मिलियन MSME को क्रेडिट बूस्ट मिलेगा, जो इमीडिएट लिक्विडिटी एंड क्रेडिट नीड्स प्रोवाइड कर सकेगी, ताकि वह MSME अपना काम वापस चालू कर सके और इकोनॉमी को में कंट्रीब्यूट कर सके, इकोनॉमी वापस मोमेंटम गेन कर सके। क्योंकि अभी ये हो गया कि लिक्विडिटी हैज़ बीन ड्राइड अप इन द मार्केट, एंड क्यों ड्राइड अप का 2 रीज़न है, बिकॉज पीपल आर रिस्क अवर्शन। लोगों के पास कुछ पैसे हैं बट वो इतने रिस्क अवर्शन है कि वो इसमें स्पेंड नहीं कर रहे हैं, और खासकर दिस लॉकडाउन हैड फोर्स पीपल टू गो बैक एंड टेक आउट देयर सेविंग्स। एज अ रिजल्ट 2 रीजन्स, रिस्क अवर्शन एंड सेकेंड द पैंडमिक हैड, सो अगर लोग अपने सेविंग्स को वेंचर में नहीं लगा के, MSME में नहीं लगा के, अपने प्राइमरी नीड्स पे ज़्यादा डाल रहे हैं, बिकॉज दैट इज़ मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट। 750 million loans is from International Bank of Reconstruction Development, IBRD, वर्ल्ड बैंक ग्रुप का 3 बैंकिंग सिस्टर्स है, तो इसमें एक ये है IBRD, हैज़ अ मैच्योरिटी ऑफ 19 years इंक्लूडिंग अ 5 years ऑफ ग्रेस पीरियड। 19 साल के लिए लोन दिया गया है, इसका टर्म है, और 5 साल का ग्रेस पीरियड भी है। ओके, so all these were for today. I hope you have understood all the concepts that I have explained, and if you have any doubts, just ping me or I will answer them for surely. Okay, so keep learning, keep supporting. Thank you, people.